Okay, so you need a good next movie to check out, right? Got you. I'm here for it. Welcome to Grown Movies and TV. I am your humble and most gracious host, Real. Let me head over to my movie Rolodex. Pull something nice up for you and your crew to review. Let's see. All right, let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? I'm talking about the 2023 film, The King Tide, a thriller, directed by Christian Sparks, produced by Allison White and William Woods, starring Frances Fisher, CLAYNE Crawford, ADEN Young, LARA Jean CHOROSTECKI, and ALIX LEFLER. This movie screams small hints of Lord of the Flies, mixed with a little bit of the eeriness of Children of the Corn, mixed with some damn Hennessy. Okay, so there's this island, and on this island is a group of folk who've basically seceded from all of mainland civilization, like the Confederate States wanted to some time ago, but that's a different topic. What I'm saying is that these folk accepted their status as folk literally and physically on an island, and they keep to themselves, because that's what the you do on a damn island. Now they despise the mainlanders, the mainland, and all the trappings of it. And for the most part, the mainlanders don't bother them, recognizing the islanders as being self-sufficient, as long as they don't take from their pool of resources, outside of some ocean fish. Now these cats got electricity somehow. They got what appears to be somewhat decent housing structures, but outside of that they got very little, having to produce or catch and kill anything they consume. I mean, these mofos out there living on a fish, water, and homemade whiskey diet. Sounds doable, right? Well, one day, while out and about, a few of these cats hear some noise coming from under what looks to be a capsized boat on the shore. This boat is still in the water. This boat is so jacked up, they can't flip it over or barely move it, so they have to go up under it to see what's what. And what's under it sounds like a damn baby. And a baby it was, just chilling, you know how babies do. In a compartment of sorts on this capsized upside down boat. Sound funny, right? It was. Now the one cat who went up under the boat to check things out, he's the mayor of this little island establishment. He finds the baby, gets cut in the process like he had a gash in his side. But the gash fully healed itself as he was coming out of the water. Now being that this mayor cat and his wife recently lost their baby, and now they have one pop right up on their island shore, they decide to keep the baby, raise it. And the village sees this baby as a blessing, found that somehow this baby has healing powers just from her mere presence. Like fish don't fry in the kitchen, beans don't burn on the grill, and all of that, as long as this baby is around. I mean, and speaking of fish frying, the fish fries never stop, because this baby brings all the fish to the shore, like Khaleesi's milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. And for 10 years, these cats lived with food abundance. I mean, it wasn't no Mickey D's or nothing like that, but they never ran out of cod. Didn't have to struggle like they once did to get that grub on. And now they living off the fat of the land. Plus like dementia was cured, ailments was healed, Like if you had a gout foot, If you had a gout foot, your gout was got up out of there. Gout be gone. 'Cause somehow this baby who is now a 10-year-old child has been blessing these folks, and they hold her up like a deity. Now every day folk come bearing gifts, and kind but empty how you doing, you know. How your mama doing? Okay, cool. Bless me. Just to get that healing. Got her up in this spot with a little shrine of sorts and all of that. And the villagers one by one come up to her, say their fake thank yous and hellos with their fake smiles, and they leave healed from whatever was ailing them. 'Cause on this island, it's not like they have the best doctors in the country, the best supplies. They make do with what they have. I mean, is as primitive as can be. Goddamn 21st century Gilligan's Island, minus the professor and Marianne up in that piece. And you start to get the feeling that it ain't all it might sound like it's cracked up to be if you're listening to some Madonna, living on an island and all, you know. Tropical is the island breeze. All of nature wild and free, this is where I long to be. Tropical is the island breeze, all of nature wild and free. This is where I long to be, La Isla Bonita. You get the feeling this ain't that. Speaking of islands, the little girl's name is Isla. Now Isla's a little doll. You know, a seemingly sweet little girl for someone who is like island royalty, the island baby goddess and all, you know. But Isla also has a side that is not so pleasing, you know. Like while things seem to gravitate to her, bees, fish, anything else she wills, when she's upset, we find that her willed anger can dead everything in sight. Well, one day some classmates were being kids, you know, doing some dumb shit. And here's where the story starts to take a turn for the worse. So these kids had gathered some berries, some poisonous berries, told this one cat to go on and eat them. You know, that they would just head up to Isla's crib and get healed after the poison went into his body. Told him that poison in your body, player, it's gonna be gone once Isla put them hands on you. So one of the cats eats the berries and they run up to Isla's, but she wasn't home. 'Cause the fishermen on the island, including her father, the mayor, filled with greed, glut, and laziness, took her out to the water to get more fish outside of their usual monthly time period for gathering fish. I mean, like they had a routine of when they would go fishing, and everybody on the island knew that routine, knew the day, knew the time they were going. And they would limit the fishing to that day, to that time, so they wouldn't overdo it. But today they broke that routine and were on the water, so Isla was unavailable. And the young cat who ate the berries died. By the time they found Isla and brought her back to shore, it was too late. And this traumatized her, you know, 'cause she's realizing that her friend died and she couldn't save him. Traumatized her to the point that it appeared that her healing powers were gone. Now here's where it gets real uncomfortable, real upsetting, real difficult to watch at times, 'cause you know, there's a reason why man is not God. So I think that's going to wrap me up for this preview slash trailer of the King Tide. Great watch, very eerie, very creepy, intriguing, all of that. Gets down to the nature of man at his very lowest. At those moments where it matters most. Good watch. Till next time. Peace.